up, Walt? Welcome to
Hey,
Catch
Paul.
a Flight with Pauly. How you doing today?
That's what it's called. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm doing
Catch a
great.
Flight with Pauly. We're drinking a flight of beer. Now, for those out there, Walt, what are you doing this month of February?
I'm growing my mustache, but I'm also doing a sober February.
So we're getting Walt to break sober February.
Yeah, I'm allowed some time out. So,
Cool.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
took one for the Super Bowl. But,
cool.
Yeah.
That's good. You're going easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I need to. So I guess for everyone out there, Walt's one of the co-owners of Pine State Biscuits. We got some things in common. That A, we're right next door, and B, we all have 3 owners. Why don't you, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about how you guys got started, and
Sure.
we can start with a Juice Junior. This is
Juice
our
Junior right
flagship IPA. I think you had it before.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Well, I could do the long version of the story or the short version. The short version is much more interesting, but
Let's do the short version.
Yeah, let's do that. Brian and Kevin are my business partners. Kevin Ashley and Brian Snyder. I met Brian in college in Raleigh, North Carolina at NC State.
Okay.
We played Ultimate Frisbee together back in 92 through 96.
Okay.
And
So you've always been a Portland hippie, right?
yeah, a little bit of a hippie, a little bit of an indie, a little bit of whatever. I didn't know. I was just finding my way. But, you know, Brian moved out to Portland in 2001. I met Kevin, and they didn't know each other at all in North Carolina. In Raleigh, after I had taken a year off and gone to Australia, we worked in a restaurant together.
Cool.
It was called the Pine State Creamery Building, which we worked. It was an old defunct creamery in Raleigh that there was a wine bar we both worked at. I was in the kitchen, Kevin was front of the house. We lived together, we ended up becoming friends, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I made a plan to move out to Portland after just kind of being a single dude with a dog. And I was like, I had some friends that were in bands that moved out. My brother had lived in Portland. So I knew about the buzz out here, and
This was what year?
this is 2000. Oh, I was coming out in like 2000, 2001, snowboarding, and then 2002, I decided to make the jump.
Cool.
Hauled up my car on a Penske truck with my brother. He drove cross country with me, and landed in my friend's basement. He didn't charge me any rent. I didn't have a plan. I was a cabinet maker at the time, so I was kind of looking for work. I found work as a cabinet maker. And then Brian and I connected, and 3 years later, Kevin's in Arizona, and he wants to visit Portland. And I said, sure, come on up. He spent a Christmas with me, and we ended up like going to the mountain, getting drunk, and having fun. Showed him a good time, and he was like, shit, man, this is way better than Phoenix or Tempe, wherever he was.
Yeah.
So about a year, maybe 6 months later, he decided to come and live in the basement of the house. I was living in the basement, so he took my room in the basement, and and then I introduced Kevin and Brian, and then me and Kevin were working in restaurants. I was moonlighting at a couple of different restaurants, Castagna. I worked at the old Gotham Tavern back with Tommy.
Were you line cook or?
No, I was actually a bar back
Okay.
and food runner. So I met a lot of those guys: Jason Barakowski, Naomi, Gabe Rucker, Tommy Habits, Jason French, Troy McClarty.
He's name dropping all these Portland chefs,
Yeah, you got
by the
it,
way. That's
man.
what's
You got
going
to
on.
bring it all around.
Yeah.
But anyways, after introducing Kevin and Brian, we all just started shooting the shit and like, hey man, we should do a bar or something. We didn't have any, we were all just holding down.
And it's like
9-to-5s.
2005.
This is like 2004, 5, and we started.
Cool. I moved out here in 05.
Yeah, it was just like being like, what is something that's not being done out here? I know breakfast is kind of a thing, and but you get coffee and a pastry, but hey, we miss biscuits. When we go back into Raleigh, we were like hitting up our favorite biscuit joints, and like there's not really anyone doing biscuits as the vehicle for a sandwich. Biscuits and gravy are kind of ubiquitous, and biscuits are everywhere in North Carolina. They're on every breakfast menu, so we were like, let's
biscuit
use
sandwiches too.
Yeah, biscuit
or
sandwiches.
Everyone always gets it as a
sausage,
side.
egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese. It's just kind of there's biscuit houses. There's convenience stores that serve biscuits. You can go to grocery stores and buy biscuits at the deli. It's just like. It was kind of a thing that we just knew was missing out here.
Real quick, I should have prefaced this. Dude, for those that don't know, Pine State Biscuits has best breakfast in Portland, arguably top 3 best breakfast in Portland, right? There is a line around the corner every single flipping day from these guys' restaurants. And, when we moved in here in, it was whatever it was, like 3 years ago, 2015, something like that.
We were so happy.
Right?
I mean, we loved.
But their line is always around the corner in front of our front door. So these guys are killing it. Just so y'all know, I should have prefaced it. They make amazing breakfast with these fantastic, magical biscuits.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We'll get into what this is.
Well, the line.
yeah.
So yes, we decided to have trials with friends and family. The biscuit, obviously we had to nail that down first, and we, I think it ended up being a conglomeration of all of our trials and like a mishmash of recipes
And did you
together.
all make your own and
Yes,
taste test
exactly.
who's best? And then
Yeah, I
blend
think
them
it ended up
together?
being like mainly Brian's, because we all were like, you try the lard, you try the butter, you try one with kind of yogurt and more of a Portland themed biscuit, and then we just we decided on one that tasted the best and took elements of the others that we wanted to introduce to that biscuit. And then, with the friends and family deal, we just had them over to Brian's house and like fried up some chicken, sausage. What's going to go taste good on this?
Yeah.
We made gravies. Kevin was working at Park Kitchen, and Scott Dolich at the time was on the board of the farmers market, so he got us.
Beers are rock.
He got us fast tracked into the board, and we took them some samples, and they were blown away.
So was that was the first
That was
location?
In 2006.
Was the farmers market?
Yeah, the first location.
The PSU one, right downtown.
Portland State, the big one. Yeah.
Dude, we have the best farmers markets in Portland.
One of the top
best
three
one
in the
is
nation.
downtown
Yeah.
PSU.
Yeah. So that's how we got to start. And like the first year, our friends would come down.
What'd you open with? What were the first items you opened with?
So we didn't have the Reggie on the menu.
Right.
Funny story about that, but we did have fried chicken, so we were just serving like things that were just names, like, oh, you want sausage and egg, you want sausage, egg, and cheese, you want an egg and cheese, we have biscuits and gravy. We hadn't named any sandwiches and given them personalities yet. Brian was having his first child with his wife Justine, and he liked the name Reggie for his son, and his wife wasn't having it at all, so we were like, hey, that's a great name. We got to use it on something. Let's use it on a sandwich.
So the kid name that his wife wasn't down with became a sandwich. That's his other baby, right?
Yeah. And his son's name is Levi now, but the Reggie is probably, I would say, more famous than Levi at this point.
Yeah, probably.
But we were just messing around.
So
we put fried chicken.
What's the Reggie, dude?
It is our house-made buttermilk fried chicken, boneless chicken breast. It's steeped in hot sauce and buttermilk for no less than 2 days.
Damn.
Yeah, dude,
Care if I get in there just for the cameraman?
That's how the real guys do it right there. Thick cut bacon, sausage gravy. You can do shiitake mushroom gravy on there. We have a
I've had this a ton of times. It's fucking amazing.
Tillamook cheddar, melty over the top. An over medium egg. It's just kind of like
biscuit, egg, cheese,
fried chicken,
bacon, fried chicken, mushroom gravy.
That's the Reggie Deluxe with the egg.
A Reggie
you
Deluxe.
just want a Reggie.
See, I want to make a Reggie Deluxe beer, but James and Andy won't let me.
I know. Well, we tried the biscuit beer and it was good, but
there's a but.
I think.
Damn, bro.
I think we can do better. That's why I'm trying to push another beer.
collab.
I think we can do.
That was fun. Y'all should go back and look at our Instagram channels. We had fun. We were tossing the biscuits around.
We were literally
like,
we were hucking biscuits in there, throwing them up to a guy in the tank, and he was slam dunking them in.
I'm gonna finish that when we're done. Holy shit, that's good.
I should probably. So right here is.
Can't eat that every day, dude.
Yeah, I mean we got all sorts of Southern fare on the menu. This is a hash ups, which is our golden fried hash browns on the flat top, and it's got our house smoked brisket on top. This one does. You can get ham. You can. Any of our proteins on top.
What do you think compared to Matt's barbecue, right? How's your biscuit?
I hear a lot of great things about it. I don't want to compare myself. Yeah, there's some heavy hitters in the barbecue world. People's Pig, you got Podnas, you got Reverends, and we've had all those guys, but we decided to just start smoking our own. We do our own pulled pork now. It made sense, we were starting to strain some of these guys, just like, hey, we need 20 pounds more pork butt on a busy week when they're trying to hold it down in-house, so we bought a smoker and started doing our own stuff.
Cool, man. What beer do you think this would go best with? Like an IPA, right? Some hops, or more sour,
I think
or
most
a dark
of our food goes best with something that's
We don't have lagers and pilsners.
yeah, but no, it's something like
Sometimes.
a Northwest Pale or the Juice Junior. I just think
Cool.
the hops and everything, when you get the buttery and the fatness of this,
Okay.
I don't want to.
So it might go good with Toucan, right? I've actually never had this beer yet, right? Metro and James made this here. We're at Alberta, so maybe
called
we try
Toucan?
this. It's
Okay.
called Toucan Ocean. It's a Strata and Simcoe. It's a double, so it'll be good for your this one. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Nope, you got it right there. Sure. Yeah, this is my first sip. I've never had it yet. It's good, dank, double IPA. I want to add some Fruit Loops to it though, because it's called Toucan. You know, you gotta have Toucan salmon to make it.
I wouldn't go there. I think it's,
No,
I think it's
no,
perfect
keep it.
like it is. Yeah.
So it's good. It's good with the
I
hash
love
browns.
Fruit Loops, but maybe a bowl of Fruit Loops in the
Okay.
beer.
Did you dip it
Yeah,
in
I
here?
think it's great.
What's that sauce?
This is Hard
The other
Times
one.
Hot Sauce. It was an old employee of Pine State's.
Oh yeah,
Luke.
I know them. Yeah.
And he is phenomenal. He's making. I mean, he's giving.
Yeah, they're
you know,
friends. They're friends with one of my best friend's girl.
Yeah, we do. You know, our three big hot sauces are Texas Pete, Aardvark, of course, and then Hard Times. And it's such a good one. It's probably my favorite hot sauce. This is just ketchup.
Cool.
But I think this goes really good with this beer.
Nice.
And then that's the thing. I think the collaboration of what, or just sharing a wall with a brewery. I was so excited to hear that you guys are moving in because we don't need coffee. We serve coffee over there. We need people that like good food and good beer.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
we
just
need to really
hearty
pimp the back
stuff.
out more, open it up together so everyone can sit
I
together
agree.
at some point.
It's
Yeah,
kind
talk
of
to the owner
it's a
about
work in
that.
process. We got a massage cart right there. We got a nursery and a juice cart.
Yeah, you can get a massage for anyone that comes visits us. There's a massage out there. So you
Right.
get your breakfast, get your beer, get a massage, get a plant.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Well, I'm so happy
It's a
for you
double.
guys' success. I mean, you guys like hit the ground so fast and hard. Like I was like, oh, Great Notion. That's cool. I mean, they seem like they'll be better than what was here before,
Yeah.
maybe. And then all of a sudden, awards. You're building
Thanks,
one
man.
of the biggest breweries, I think. In the city? I don't know. I mean, I've been there.
I don't
You can
think
drive
so,
a
but
tractor
maybe,
trailer
yeah.
through your walk-in.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit
You
about
can.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Nah, these people know about it. Sorry.
Well,
I'll tell you
okay,
about it later.
so we're on-
This is about you.
Yeah, well, we're on similar paths. We're opening a new store up in
Yeah,
our
how
first
many
one.
locations do you have now?
We have 4 operating, 1 outside of Portland and Reno, and we're working on our
Reno,
5th in Northwest 23rd.
So what? I love Tim Ferriss' 4-Hour Work Week, right? I kind of wanted this show to be a little bit like that, so people can learn like what makes you successful, what makes you, I don't know, elevate your game, step your game up in general. You guys are famous, dude, right? You're on Food Network all the time, and you're in books and everything
Right.
like that. And so I want to share some gems for people of how people that are sitting at home just drinking beer, like how you can get your ass off a chair and start crushing it in life, right? What
Well-
made you guys click and crush it?
I think it was, a lot about the timing, honestly. I don't know if Pine State could convey the same, importance in the food scene. We're not foodies. We're doing North Carolina breakfast fair. We're not rotating seasonally throughout the
foodies?
year.
Well, you do what
we're
you do
associated with some of
amazing
this
and
stuff.
meticulously, right?
Yes,
Until it's
yes,
perfect,
I agree.
right?
I mean, we like to get our consistency down, but the food scene needed something like this, and the breakfast scene. There was
Keep eating
some
this
great
while
breakfast
you talk,
places,
yeah.
before we hit, but I think it was more based on like Northwest Fair scrambles and I don't know, omelets and things like that. Egg-based stuff, and then you can get your pastries and coffee. But with
We were kind of like Cali, right? Like artichoke hearts and
right, yeah,
heirloom
exactly.
tomatoes,
Yeah,
whatever.
sun-dried tomatoes.
Right.
And that stuff is great and it's got a place, but when we came and we kind of hit that nerve, I think there wasn't a whole lot. Now I think there's a lot of people doing, kind of regional fare, whether it's from Indiana or from Maryland, crab cakes, whatever it is, and they can do a food cart, and if they hit a nerve, then boom, like
Yup.
you're gonna make a buzz for yourself, and people are gonna take notice. And they're
Northern
gonna,
Thai food with Andy Ricker, right? Everyone
Right.
was doing your basic masaman curry,
Yes,
right?
I mean
Thumbs up and-
we hit around the same time Pok and bunk sandwiches and Bouquet and Porque No and all these guys that were doing kind of fast casual food, and you know, we stuck. You know, I wouldn't say that maybe today we might not stick just because it's such a saturated market. I feel really lucky that we've had time to hone our craft, and we do take a lot of pride in consistency. That's why we opened up a commissary kitchen eventually 4 years ago. Now we.
Oh, is that the trick? Like, if you're gonna have multiple locations, right? Rick from Larda, they have them too. I guess if you're gonna have more than 2 locations, does it make sense to have the home base?
Absolutely. Yeah, I just don't even see why you would do it any other way. Right now in Reno, we have to have a prep kitchen because it's a sole location. We're not gonna have a commissary kitchen and pay 2 rents for doing something that we can do in-house. But 2 or more, I think it's smarter if your plans for growth are what, you know, it's just getting consistency down, labor costs down. You get the strain off the shop level. I mean, we were dealing with...
and that's what we're going to do. At our new place, we built our kitchen from the ground up, and we're going to plan on making a lot of...
I mean, think about it.
We can then bring here and potential future locations.
Your staff is crushed on a spring day with making, you know, and you don't want to have to think about
3
guys
in like a 200 square
serving
foot
the food
for 100 and something people.
Yeah, exactly. And then having to stay late to actually prep for the next day. You got a team outside that does it. It makes a lot of sense. I think it's the way to go. That really helped us.
So what do you guys make at the commissary?
Everything.
Okay, cool.
We do we smoke all our own meats. We bread our chicken. We do the wet and dry mixes for the biscuits. We make all our dressings and sauces, and we tray out all that
berry jam.
Yeah. I mean, we portion all that stuff. We try to make it as easy as possible. The only thing that we included at the shop level was actually rolling and making the biscuits, because that's kind of like a eye candy thing for people to come in. They want to see the freshness being done.
Right.
The biscuits are...
Oh, great. It's like Din Tai Fung. You ever go there? It's like you look in, you want to...
Dude, we just ate there 2 weeks ago.
I haven't been to the Portland one, but I've been to Seattle a bunch of times and overseas. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Those guys are incredible. Like, you walk by the window and I want this guy's dumplings, and then, she's doing some amazing I want some of those. And
it's like my favorite restaurant in the world.
Institutionally clean. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
They really, like, I don't know how they did it, but it's pretty miraculous.
They're sick, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that we've had time, and we've taken it slow to, you know, for anyone who's wanting to start a business, you really got to think about your concept and, you know, the longevity of it, but think about slow growth. Don't like throw all your chips at one thing, like, because it's all about money, right? You need to, like,
cash flow. You mean
cash flow? You want to make it comfortable for people. You want your ambience. You want everything to kind of be right, but then the food's got to be perfect and the public perception.
Right. Yeah, Portland will shit on you definitely. We're big time foodies here.
I mean, our biggest knock is, you know, our locations are small and there's a line out the door, and we're like, we kind of, we're not trying to skim on rent. We're just like, that's our thing. And the line moves really quick. If you sit in line and you want to go to another place and sit down, you might be put on the wait list for 45 minutes and then wait another 30 minutes to an hour to get your food.
Yeah, dude.
There's the odds are better that you're going to get your food when you're in Pine State Biscuits line before one of those other places. So
nice. Yeah, I'm going to talk about beer for a second or two, because most of our viewers want to learn about beer. So what's your favorite styles of beer?
I like Northwest Pales. Okay. I'm in the 6% range. So
the old school, the clear ones, not the hazies?
No, I love the hazies.
Okay.
No, I was going to get into that. Like, I think it needs...
But when you say Northwest Pale, what do you mean?
It just, rides the line, not too hoppy, not the Northwest IPA that's kind of like got that, the old hop head. I love hops. Everyone loves hops. And then there's kind of I wouldn't say a backlash. I was like, people still love that style of beer, but it needed some infusion, and I think that's when the Northwest Hazies came in. You guys hit the scene and crushed it. I mean, one of you guys, or all of you guys from East Coast? Yep.
Except for Andy's from the South. Yeah, James and I are from the East Coast.
The South.
He's Alabama, dude.
I know. We have a common friend, my buddy Adam Reamer. I used to do cabinets with. They used to work together.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I like pales and IPAs. I kind of steer away from the darker beers. I'll go as dark as about a red, amber.
Do you like hard ciders?
I do.
Rev Nat cider. Or
yes, and they're our neighbors and co-tenants.
Oh yeah. We love Nat. So one of the reasons I brought that
We
up.
do collaborations with them. We just did a
sweet.
breakfast for the Pro Bowl with them and
I
served
saw
our
that.
food.
Yeah, I saw that. We did a collabo too, breakfast and hell. But this is
Is this a
cider
double stack?
blended with a beer.
Oh.
Not technically because we're not legally allowed to do that, but we added lots of apple juice into it and then it fermented together with the stout.
Why
so
can't
this
you
is
do that?
you're legally not allowed to mix spirits or ciders or wine with beer. It's a federal government thing that goes back 100 years. It fucking blows. But either way, this is, to the public's perception, a stout and cider blend. It's called Carnival. So this is a caramel apple. You know, you dip an
that's
apple
very-
in caramel. It's caramel
It tastes
apple stuff.
exactly like that.
Yeah. So if you don't like dark beers but you like cider, you might like this. Or if you like both, yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that
we try to make
because
beer
it
that tastes like
cuts
food.
it
Yeah.
cuts that sweetness and maltiness that I generally like to steer away from.
Okay.
Because I like to eat and drink at the same time, and I think a little bit of hops and a little bit of carbonation and whatever a
cool.
lighter beer
Yeah.
is better with food.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. That's
So you
just
guys
my
always
constant-
have, you have beer at all your locations,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah. And how
no
often,
more than 4 taps, but
how often does a customer, like let's say you have 100 customers a day, which they have a lot more, but let's just say you have 100, how many will order a beer with their food?
beer sales are pretty spectacular for us, especially in the spring and summer. I don't know the percentages of that, but I would say people that drink normally want to get a beer. They often even get a tall boy, just we have Red Beer or Oli or Old German. But then we rotate our taps like every month.
Right.
And we always like to have like a Pils or a pale or 2 IPAs and then like a seasonal darker beer, maybe a hazy or a red. Or we don't generally do too many dark beers. We'll do ciders. We'll do. I just don't know about like 9% beers with our food. It's just kind of
Right.
whoa,
Agreed,
so
man,
heady.
agreed.
There's
Well,
some
'cause-
people like that.
Yeah, but it's mostly a breakfast thing, right? People
Right.
come to you guys for breakfast. You're closed by 4 every day, right?
Yeah.
You guys ever open for dinner or no?
We used to be.
Yeah.
We cut that out when we hired our general manager 4 years ago, and he was like,
probably
"You
doesn't
guys
make
been
sense.
losing
Yeah, it doesn't
money."
make sense.
I think that we hit a nerve with like the people that are like, "Oh, I can go get a $5
Yeah.
Reggie," and the neighborhood
Yeah.
people. That's when to go to Pine State. But
Yeah.
then
it might be sick if you're open only late night too. You're open breakfast and late night. Like,
that's the thing. That's
yeah,
the thing.
Midnight till 2 or
We
something
did
like
it
that.
before
dude.
we had the commissary, and we used it as like prep time. So we'd have a little early family rush, and then there'd be this dead zone.
You get that
until, like,
drunk food on Friday and
yeah,
Saturday
11 or
nights, dude?
12. And you'd get the drunk people straggling in and like, getting the $5 Reggie and not tipping, and it was just like,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
like
never
it was
mind
all
that.
about the staff. Like the staff wants that constant flow of people. They like
Not
the,
drunk as shit. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, and they already got to get up at 6 in the morning, 5:30. They got to be there at 6.
I hear you, dude. Yeah.
And they want to get out by 4. That's a perk of our business. Is like you get out and you have your nights.
Yep.
You still got to get to bed pretty early, but
Right.
you don't want to. We have people that
Yeah.
are crossing over. And
No, it's kind of like a normal 9 to 5. whatever.
right.
Except you're in
But Northwest 23rd, it's written in the lease. We will. They want more of a night presence there,
Oh,
so
okay.
we are going to be not late night. We're going to stay open. We're going to do some trials with time, but I think at around 9 o'clock.
Cool.
I think we're going to be open all
Sweet.
day until about 9.
Yeah, I hope it keeps moving north, right? Because where you're at, we're a little further
Oh,
north
it
of
is.
there.
It's
Our new
also
spot.
it's all
Yeah,
creative.
and then when the baseball stadium goes in, hopefully we'll.
Where's,
killing
oh,
it.
that's down at the water, right?
Yeah,
Down-
yeah, but it's close. It's
It
not far
is.
from there at
Oh,
all.
gosh.
Yeah.
And Adidas is right
If that
there.
happens, yeah.
No, I think it's got huge potential. Northwest 23rd is like the old pearl, and it's dug in. It's stayed cool. People are still turning over rents. We just ate at a place yesterday when we were down there working. I'd never eaten there. It's called Grant's Philly Cheesesteaks.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm from
dude.
Philly. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, they're great.
Where do they get their
We're gonna
bread?
have a cheesesteak though.
Yeah.
Amoroso, same as us. Yeah,
Yeah.
from Philly. What does someone? What'd you say? Hey, get in there.
Yeah.
What
I'll get a
did
bite
you
of
want to
that,
get it?
Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What All right. Because we probably got to wrap up soon. What do people not know? What did y'all already not tell Food Network or Travel Channel or whatever? Give me something cool that we can tell the people out there. I know that's fucking random as hell, dude, but
We have an undeveloped menu item called Chickles.
oh, dude, yeah, this is like the secret
I can't
in and
give
out
too
menu.
much out about it, but Brian wanted me to mention it.
Okay, cool. What's a chickle?
Well, we have a menu. I'll let you do this. We have a menu item on right now called the McIsley. It's just It's kind of a riff on.
Is that the pickles?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I like
it's a
that
riff
one.
on like Chick-fil-A a little bit. You know, my buddy Mark Isley, who I used to do cabinetry with, he's from Asheboro, North Carolina. He used to go in a convenience store in North Carolina and he just asked for, I want fried chicken, I want honey and mustard and pickles on
Yeah,
this biscuit.
dude,
And
I
they'd
love
make
that
it for
one.
him right there. Yep, and it's popular. And I think like you get that with like an IPA juice junior and a side of grits with that butteriness.
Oh, dude, yeah,
it's,
that's nice.
it's so good. But yes, Chickles could be something you might be seeing in your future. I'll just.
You're
I
not
won't
gonna tell us what it is.
No,
All
I'm
right,
not
that's
telling you
cool.
anymore.
Let them. By the time this comes out, it might be on the menu. We'll see. I like the one too. What's the ranch dressing one? Isn't there ranch or is it blue cheese and lettuce? That's a good
Well,
one.
we have
right?
the club you can do with anything,
Okay, yeah.
which is a classic club of bacon.
Yeah.
But we have the wedgie. Is that the one?
The wedgie. Yeah, it's iceberg, right?
Which is like, you know, we thought
Like
it was
a
a
wedge,
funny name.
like a wedge salad.
Yep,
yeah,
and it's
wedgie.
got a fried green tomato on it.
It's cool. There's a Reggie and a wedgie. Right?
Yep, fried chicken, wedge of iceberg, ranch or blue cheese. I'm losing my voice here. Too much talking.
Yeah,
This
my bad.
interview's
dude.
too long.
No, we could be done. I think we're about 20
Look
minutes
at
in.
you.
It's all
You
good.
did pretty good. Tell me about this one real quick.
What do we got? So this one, oh dude, this one's overripe. This one's definitely off the hook. It's a fan favorite. We've never canned yet. So it's an IPA with, we always tell people secret hops. There might be some other secret stuff in it. At the beginning there wasn't, now there is. I can't tell anyone what's in this beer.
Oh, it's got it's pear,
It's some
got
exotic
effervescence,
stuff in it. We're not going to tell you.
It's a little perfumey. I like
It's
that.
changed over the years too a lot of times, but
See,
yeah.
this goes great with like Reggie.
So this one's called overripe. We want it to be like an overripe piece of fruit.
Right.
Holding. Yeah.
Like a little bit mushy, like a little bit like yeah.
Maybe
still
it's a
good
little
to eat.
fermenting,
It's-
but yeah.
That's
Maybe
not
there's mold
stringy,
on one
yeah.
side,
No,
dude.
I like
Who knows? No, this is a good one. Yeah, this one we didn't try that either. So this one's a Belgian sour IPA too, Monism.
Got me breaking my sobriety.
Do you like sours?
Instagram.
no.
I do like sours.
Okay.
I haven't delved too much into it. I have some friends that have been trying to press me, and I'll go to Belmont Station every once in a while and pick out a sour. I'm like, that sounds good with the sour cherries and something.
But then you don't like it? Or you
No, I like
okay.
it. I just to drink a couple.
Yeah.
I like to try.
Sometimes they hurt you right here too.
I like
they
to get
or
one
give you acid reflux too.
and split it with somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Agreed.
I'm just not going to be drinking sours. all
Right.
night.
No,
Like, trying
most
multiple
people do
sours.
that. Yeah. There's barrel aged sours. They take months or years, and then there's kettle sours that are real quick. They take like a week or two. We make a lot of kettle sours. Like if you've had our blueberry muffin, that's a kettle
Yes,
sour.
I love
Strawberry
that
shortcake.
one. I love that one. I mean, but I gotta say, Juice is my favorite of your beers, obviously.
Juice Junior.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
what
Oh, we
is-
just canned it up too, so we can get you some cans to go. I don't know. We have Juice Box, which we're not allowed to call it anymore. Sorry, it's JB Double IPA. We got a couple cease and desist recently.
Oh no.
Rest in peace, Space Invader. Right, we're not allowed to use that name anymore.
Oh.
The video game company came
They
after us.
came after you? How did they
Yeah,
even
dude.
hear about it?
They own an international. Man, they got lawyers, dude. Come on, Taito,
Well,
Japanese
we're
company.
dealing with some
international stuff.
things like that, but we're
Yeah.
being the aggressor on a couple of things that we've
Gotcha.
been.
Well, you got to
going on.
protect your brand,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it's all about
right.
you can't copyright the food and the actual the look and feel of what you're doing, but the naming.
Yeah, no,
got
the name,
rights
you
to
got to
that.
own it, right?
Yeah.
Even though you guys worked at Pine State, years ago?
Hey, we thought about that long and hard. We've been contacted by the grandchildren of the original owners, I believe, or the great grandchildren, and they started a brand called. It's just like an Instagram account, like
Right.
Pine State something. They're selling like old Pine State merch that has like that old look and feel. It's just like stick pine tree with the old font, and they're totally stoked on what we're doing. They haven't come at us like, what the hell did you do with our, like, because we and it's in our story. We made no qualms, like we love the Pine State Creamery name.
Right.
We love Pine State. We love Raleigh. We're all from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And they're not in business anymore.
Yeah, you live out here, dude. There's no competition whatsoever with
And there's
them
not many
either.
pine trees, but people
Yeah.
still think it's like a Northwest theme thing.
Yeah.
First State Biscuits didn't sound right, so
Yeah.
That's where
Cool.
we came
Well,
up
dude,
with
yeah,
it.
thanks for joining, man. Let's do
Thanks,
another
Pauly.
beer soon, man. I
Pauly's-
appreciate it.
What is it?
Yeah, catch a flight with Pauly.
Catching a flight with Pauly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.